Welcome back to the Sam Dracula channel. I'm Sam, and this is a Charlotte Hornets fan channel. Emphasis on fan, and I'm proving that today or tonight or whenever you're watching this. In this episode, you're not going to hear from me only. You're going to hear from 3 other Hornets fans. I'm happy to get on here and flap my gums all day, every day. But it's even better when you can switch things up and bring some other thoughts and viewpoints onto a platform. This episode was really fun to put together, and I want to do more of these. So when there's big franchise like changing events like a draft, like especially a top 3 pick draft, we're gonna do more. So if you want to get involved, join the Discord, send me a message, let me know you want to do it, and we can work out a time and we can get you on the channel next weekend. So just hit me up. And then I think in the future, when we get closer to the season starting again, or if there's any big free agency signings, stuff like that, big franchise altering things, we'll do more. But for now, this is the first one. Let me know what you think. So big thank you to Gray, Kevin, and Ryan for chatting with me last night. That's why when I cut to them, it's gonna be darker behind me because I'm recording this the day after, and you're gonna see this tomorrow as I'm recording this. It's very weird. Hopefully it makes sense. But enough of me. Gray, take it away.
My name's Gray. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
What went through your mind when you found out the Hornets made the jump?
I was super excited. So I've been a fan since 2014. So we've had around like a mid-lottery pick every single year. So I'm never really expecting that we move up. But I knew that this year, we weren't the greatest team, but we played hard, and I knew that we had a chance to move up. We had like a 25% chance to get in the top 4. So I was just so excited when they called the Knicks, when they said the Knicks had the 8th pick, because I was like, finally, the first time since 1999 we've moved up. So I was just really excited.
What is your absolute worst case scenario with the Hornets and the 3rd pick? It could be a player they draft, it could be trading down, or trading the player, like any scenario involving that 3rd pick.
All right, my worst case scenario is that we draft Onyeka Okongwu at 3. I've heard a lot of rumors going around that, we are interested in Big O at 3, and I just don't like it. I think that we got to pick someone like Wiseman, Baller, Edwards. I'm fine with Okongwu if we stayed at 8, but I'm not at 3. I think drafting Okongwu at 3 would be the worst case scenario, because I think this fan base needs something, and I'm not saying Okongwu's a bad player. I think this fan base needs someone that it can attach to that has star potential, and I think Okongwu just going to be a good, solid center, and I think that we need to aim for the stars in this draft.
And so what's your best case scenario? Like what player do you want to fall? What do you want the Hornets to do with that 3rd pick? That would have you like a 10 out of 10 rating wise?
Yeah, personally, I would like LaMelo if he's there at 3. I think that there's actually going to be a good shot he's there at 3. I personally really like LaMelo as a player. He's a great passer. He can facilitate really well. I know he doesn't have a great shot, but he's improving, and I think that if he's there at 3, the Hornets have to take him, because 1, he can help out with PJ Washington. He can pass him the ball. He can same with Devontae. He can hit Devontae on like backdoor screens and stuff like that. And then also just like the financial side, I think that every Hornets fan would be so excited to have a guy that would give us a ton of nationally televised games. We'd be really relevant. We'd be on First Take every day. So I think it would be something just really good for the fan base in the city to have like a star player in.
My name is Kevin. I currently live in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
What was your reaction when you saw that the Hornets leaped into the lottery and into the top 4?
So I feel like it was about damn time that Charlotte got a lottery pick. Like, I would have been happy with number 1, but I would take number 3 just because this draft class, in my opinion, personally, is not as hyped up as the 2019 draft with Zion and RJ. So I feel like we got a good pick, because it is a few big names that's coming through this year's draft. So I'm just happy that we got one of the top 3 picks.
What is the absolute worst thing the Hornets could do with the 3rd pick?
My fear with the Hornets is I'm scared that they're gonna get a no name. Like that's my fear. Like the Hornets, like I love the Hornets, but we are known to F up draft picks. Like we be taking so many risks on guys that's a bust. Like we and it's sad. It's like we sad. Like it is really sad. Like I think Jordan and who else who's in the front office need to definitely take more time to evaluate talent. Don't just try to get the low key guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like I definitely feel like since this year is coming up, and hopefully Nicholas, like we have to get Nicholas Batum out of there first and foremost. I definitely think we have to get him out of there because that contract was the worst contract in NBA history. And I love Nicholas Batum, but personally, he only had 2 good seasons. And that was when he was in Portland, not when he came to Charlotte. So that $50 million deal he got, that $27 million a year, I definitely didn't dig that. So I feel like this year we're gonna have way more cap room to get a bigger name. We need a main attraction. Kemba's gone. So it's like somebody like you said, Devontae, he definitely have to take this spotlight now. Like this is about to be your team now. Like everybody's counting on you. So I'm really excited to see what happens this year. But I'm definitely glad we got the 3rd pick. But I just hope the Hornets don't blow it, man, because we're known for blowing it.
Timberwolves take whoever, the Warriors take whoever, and who do you want to fall to the Hornets at 3?
I love James Wiseman, yo. That's my guy. Like, we need James Wiseman. He's a franchise player. He reminds me, and I was talking to one of my other good friends about this. He reminds me of a Orlando Shaq and the early David Robinson put together. He's 7'1". I think he's about 280 something. Mm-hmm. He's 7'1". He reminds me of Orlando Shaq when Shaq, before he was really the Shaq that everybody grown to, the elbow hacker Shaq. He reminds me of Orlando Shaq. He runs the floor. He plays hard. He got a pretty good mid-range game, like 14 to 16 feet. Excuse me. He's able to knock those down. Great defense. And I feel like with James in the middle and the shooters we can surround him with, man, what Michael Jordan say, the ceiling is the roof, man. Like, I definitely think we can I definitely think he can come in the game and dominate his rookie season. I'm predicting him to win Rookie of the Year. And that's if he comes to Charlotte. If he comes to Charlotte, he's winning Rookie of the Year. I'm claiming it now.
I'm Ryan Brackenridge. I'm actually from Tyler, Texas. Bro, like I honestly, I don't try to be a pessimist, but I was not expecting us to get a top 3 pick. I was projecting into the 8 and 9 range, like what it's commonly referred to us. So I was thinking, the Precious Achuas or the Onyekas, but man, when we got the top 3, I was ecstatic. All my friends were texting me, so it was crazy. Man, there's 2 scenarios that I just could not pick one out of the 2. Trading down for me would just be a big bummer because we never have lottery luck, and then the one time we get it to trade down, I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose. But also, I know you're high on them, but the OB top, and to me, just the fit wise, that would give us 5 guys with the 6'9" height range, and on top of that, about the same fit as Miles Bridges and PJ Washington. The dude's skilled. I mean, I give him to that. I wouldn't knock that at all. But compared to a Denny, for me, because he's a better distributor, Obi's got a better shot, but Denny's a better distributor and a better defender. And so, also on top of that, with him being 19 compared to Obi's 22, I just like that youth as well. And same goes for Melo, Wiseman, and Anthony Edwards, and even Onyeka. They all have 19 years old. So I like that youth. We have a lot of 22-year-olds, 23. So I like the youth.
If you can plan it out exactly how you want it, what do the Hornets walk away with on draft night?
Ooh, this one's tough. Just because of what Borrego has said, I believe last offseason and going into this season, he wants a rim protector, and he's said it several times. So I give him what he wants. I land Wiseman. If you have to trade a couple pieces to move up to get him, I mean, so be it. But I feel like if you give him Wiseman, then we can get a better assessment of JB as a coach. Because if that's what he's wanting, and we give it to you, all right, within the next year or two, when you start seeing some playoffs. So I think Wiseman's the best case scenario. I guess my second base scenario that I would go with is probably Denny. Anthony Edwards is great. I wouldn't mind that as well. But I feel like the passing of Denny would open so many things up for so many different players, the Monks, the PJs, stuff like that. So, but like we've already talked about, there's so many trade routes after we draft one of these guys that it plays a lot into a big decision overall.
A big thank you to Gray, Kevin, and Ryan for spending some of their free time chatting Hornets basketball with me for the channel. Again, if anyone out there wants to do it, join the Discord, send me a message, and we can get you on the channel. If you have no interest in actually like being on camera, no big deal whatsoever. You can still join and still chat about Hornets basketball right in the channel there. If you have any like links or things or articles or videos you want me to react to, you can put them there. It's whatever we want to make of it as of now. And if anyone knows how to run a Discord server, hit me up. I have no idea what I'm doing over there. So that's enough from me. Thank you so much for coming through, checking out the video, hanging out on the channel. It means the world to me that anyone spends any time whatsoever watching these videos. Like, it's incredible. So thank you so much to everyone that's come through at any point. Thank you. Take care. Be safe. I will see you all next Sunday at 10 a.m. Peace.